inch battery powered impact wrench. Now as far as why I got one of these, well, during the move to this new garage I tried bear hugging this air compressor onto my truck. Now realizing this is going to be onto a lifted truck, I had to quickly put it back down halfway up the bear hug, and that's when it fell and broke right here. Now I'm still going to try to fix this, or maybe even buy a new one since I need the air compressor for spraying paint. But for the meanwhile, I went and got one of these to get things done. And now you guys get to see me review this. Lucky for you. Alright, so first we'll do an unboxing. So here's a close look at the impact gun itself. Next up, in this kit we have a 20-volt lithium-ion battery. And I opted for the 5 amp hour battery, which means this battery is going to last a lot longer than the stock one. Also on these batteries, by pressing this battery button, you can see what the charge is. And as you can see, we got 3 LEDs, and if all of them are lit, it means it's fully charged. Alright, next up, we got the DeWalt charger. And here's a closer look. You can only charge one battery with this, and at the bottom it has these indicator lamps which will tell you when the charge is complete. And next up, a carrying bag. Now I probably won't have much use for this, but I have to say, it looks to be pretty well made. And then you of course have your instructions manual, and that's it. Now before we go any further, and if you're wondering, no, I'm not being sponsored by DeWalt to do the review on this tool, although I wouldn't mind. But regardless, if you end up being interested in this kit or any other tools or products in this video, I'll put links to them down below in the description box that you can click on, so don't be afraid to click on them and check them out. Alright, so obviously first thing you want to do is to charge your battery. I already went and did this, and it took about an hour and a half to go from 1 light here to 3 lights or fully charged. Alright, next we'll just install it onto our impact gun. Alright, so before we put this to the test on this car, let's go over some basic specs. Now this tool does have 3 different speed settings, which I'll show you in a minute, but the maximum torque it can provide is about 700 foot-pounds, and maximum breakaway torque that it can provide is about 1200 foot-pounds according to the manufacturer. Also, the tool alone weighs almost 6 pounds, and if you add the battery to it, I would say it's about 6.5 pounds. Which is a little on the heavy side for my liking, but overall it's not bad. This tool is also just about 11 inches tall and about 9 inches across, as you can see here. And here's a look at the 3 different speed settings on the bottom of this tool. They work for both forward and reverse. But in each setting you can also control the speed by the trigger as well. The more you press it, the faster it goes. It also has this LED light at the bottom that it comes on every time you press the trigger. And it stays on for about 50 seconds, I believe. Now it's not the brightest light in the world, but I'm sure it comes in handy from time to time. And I almost forgot, this impact wrench, similar to all the newer ones, does have a brushless motor, which means they create a lot less heat and therefore last a lot longer. Alright, so first let's put it to the test on these lug nuts. These shouldn't be torqued down to anything more than 70 or 80 foot-pounds. Let's see how it does. Of course, this is on the 3rd speed setting, if you're wondering. Easy breezy. Now let's try on the 2nd speed setting. Easy again. Now let's try it on the 1st or slowest speed setting. See how it does. Yeah, still got it, just a little slower. Alright, let's go up a level. Let's try to remove this crankshaft bolt. And we're set to the fastest speed setting, if you're wondering. Wow. Alright, next I'm going to unstake this axle nut and try to remove it. Alright, so the factory torque spec for this axle nut on this car is 221 foot-pounds of torque. Now this is supposed to have 1200 maximum breakaway pound-feet of torque, so it should make easy meal of this, but we'll see. Here we go. Wow. It did make quite an easy meal of this. I'm actually somewhat surprised. And that's why this is my new best friend now. Now, before you go, if you have older DeWalt tools that even, let's say, use the 18-volt lithium-ion batteries, there are adapters you can get online that you can attach to this 20-volt lithium-ion battery, which will then allow you to use it with your older tools. I'll put a link to that in the description box as well. Also, if you're going to be using this day in and day out, make sure you get 2 of these batteries. Get the 4 or 5 amp hour batteries. These last a lot longer than the one that comes with it usually. And that way, if you have 2 of these, one is on the charger, you're using one, that runs out, you just swap them, and so on and so forth. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and also give me all your money and your girlfriend's as well. And if you want to even do more, check out these other related videos, of which I put links to on this side of the screen. There will also be links down below in the description box as well. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.